So, I recently did a video citing that there were little or no MPVs on the market that were electric. I was reviewing at the time the Mercedes Vito, which I rate highly. However, I was contacted by the good people at General Motors, and General Motors being Vauxhall. Actually, they're not really General Motors at all. Gosh, how old and fashioned is that? It's now the Stellantis group, of course. And this is the Vauxhall Vivaro Life. Now, you can't fail to agree that it looks really well. It's very well equipped. This is probably the elite model. Has all the bells and whistles, including electric seats, leather covered seats, and of course, the all-important bum warmer. Armrests, so captain chairs, if you like, for the driver and front passenger, but also extending into the rear as well. So up to 9 seats, but this is the 8-seat version with 2 sets of bench seats in the back, giving great capacity and a good degree of luxury. So if I'm honest, it's a little cramped here and the seat in front of me is a bit overpowering. But am I uncomfortable? No, not at all. And there is a good level of equipment here to keep me amused, although not quite sure how that works. I'm sure somebody somewhere would be able to show me or tell me, but it is one of those moving tables that will probably extend into the back, or if you turned it round and lost this seat, this table, you would gain that one. So yes, a van geek is flummoxed, but that's because it's a passenger car, really. It's a van, and very well equipped van, but it's a passenger car. So, the all-important electric statistics. Let's go and have a look at those. Well, before we leave the cab, it is worth pointing out that it has 2 rather glorious panoramic sunroofs with blinds to cut out that real glare of the sunshine and keep us poor folks that don't have much thatch well protected. Electric doors make for a great addition. So what about those electric vehicle statistics? Under there and probably somewhere under the floor, you will find 50 kilowatt hours of battery. And that 50 kilowatt hours of battery will take you some 140 officially miles, although the vehicle fully charged was only showing 116. It's a little cooler, it's that time of year, and maybe previous occupants of said vehicle have been what they call in the term, the term in the trade, they've been ragging it. Anyway, so it has a 100 kilowatt hour onboard charger, 100 kilowatt onboard charger, which means you can put 100 kilowatts from a 100 plus DC charger into this vehicle. Now, it's not a straight line thing, that's a conversation for another video, but it means that you will get a good amount of charge, arguably 20 to 80% in around 35 minutes according to the statistics. And it also has 11 kilowatt hour charging on your AC, but typically if you have a 7 kilowatt hour charger, it will take you 7 hours to charge it. So once it's charged and you're out on the road, how good does it feel? Well, I've taken it for a drive and it is exactly as you would expect an electric vehicle to be. And if you've never been in one, I absolutely encourage you to go in one. It is smooth, it is simple, it is efficient. This has a 100 kilowatt motor on board, which gives you 136 brake horsepower, 3 modes which reduce the amount of power that's delivered so that you get more range. And of course, with the levels of equipment that Vauxhall have put in this vehicle, you can be assured of a very comfortable and a very well-equipped ride. Everything that you would expect from your typical passenger car of high equipment is here, with satellite navigation, all your electric charging functionality, any apps or Android or Apple iPhone that you want to connect, all done from here. Down here is one of my main bugbears, to be honest. This gear stick doesn't work for me. A little switch which reverses forward and drive is backwards, and then you press a button for park. Not the most intuitive design gearboxes that I've come to experience from electric driving. Electric driving usually makes things easier. That for me doesn't, for other people I'm sure would. But small complaint really when everything else in the vehicle is really nice. One kind of fun little feature I've just discovered is an in-seat massager. That is a big plus. Great space here in the back for luggage, so hotels, taxi firms, large families that like to get together will have no trouble fitting in all of their luggage. Sadly, the electric doors don't extend this far. So all in all, what do I think to this vehicle? As the oldest form of transport goes past me, a horse. I think this is a great vehicle for families, for people that have hotels or taxi firms. Does it set a new benchmark? I don't think it quite sets a new benchmark, but it definitely is a good option to think of when you're looking at a multi-person vehicle. I'm a great fan of the van in this vehicle, and that for me is where it has its edge. 50 kilowatt hour battery gives you 140 miles, which caters for most needs in the van world. And then you have the 205 mile variant. The 75 kilowatt hour battery has less payload, but certainly if distance is your key, then that will get you on your way. So have I enjoyed my time with the Vauxhall Vivaro eLife? Yes, absolutely. What a great looking vehicle, a nice vehicle to drive, well equipped and worth a look if MPVs are your thing.